As you can see right here, I'm about to react to a hate comment. It says why I prefer Rivals Healing over Overwatch. You know, it's an opinion piece. I said if you don't have the same opinion, you're welcome to it, but this is my opinions. I said that at the very beginning of the video. Now, let's go in the comment which I saw on my timeline 14 minutes ago. Dude, this has to be rage bait lol. They are not nerfing Zen's healing by half. It's just a perk which gives you 2 orbs as a trade-off. I never said they were nerfing Zen's healing. And I knew it was a perk. They gave him 70% each, and I even asked right here in Copilot, just to bring up the exact dates. Right here, let me play this. That is healing orbs with his perk, which can have 2 at 7. Healing perk with his orbs at 70%. 70% healing, I believe. Imagine. Okay, what about here? It says he continues discussing how 30% global healing reduction would affect Zenyatta's double orb perk. Okay, let's see right here. That's not good. That's not good. Now, that's the only character I know from the top of my head of healing numbers, but I for sure know is 30% is gonna affect everyone heavily. Even if. So, maybe I actually do know what I'm talking about. Let's say here. Does he talk about nerfing Zenyatta orb healing or just perk and global 30% healing reduction from DPS? Remember, this sees every caption. That's not me making up anything. He never suggests nerfing Zenyatta's base orb healing directly. Everything he says is specifically about Zenyatta's perk, double orb 70% healing each, the global 30% heal reduction from the new DPS passive, not about changing Zenyatta's default orb values. And then pretty much just states everything right here. Zenyatta's healing perk, 2 orbs at 70%. At 3 minutes 52, he starts describing how Zenyatta's perk works and how it gets gutted by the global reduction. Let's watch this. That is healing orbs with his perk, which can have 2 at 70% healing, I believe. Imagine Zenyatta's orbs with his perk. I mean, with 2 orbs, 70% healing. Imagine that. Nope, with a 30% heal reduction, both of those orbs now go to 40% each. I mean, if you see that, you'd be like, yeah, that's good. I mean, you are nerfing Zenyatta's healing by about half. Okay, man, okay, let's go on. He says Zenyatta can have 2 orbs at 70% healing with each perk. The global 30% healing reduction at 405, he explains the global, which we just saw, 30% anti-heal. Passive cuts both orbs from 70% to 40% each, effectively halving Zenyatta's perk value. He does not talk about nerfing Zenyatta's base orb healing. He never proposes changing the base 30 healing per second, altering Zenyatta's core kit. Any Zenyatta specific nerf outside the perk plus global passive interaction. He only uses Zenyatta as an example of how the global change unintentionally destroys certain support kits. Short answer, he talks only about the perk and the global 30% heal reduction, not about nerfing Zenyatta's normal orb healing. So, yeah, this guy didn't watch the video. That said, perks are a choice. Still, if you are heavily pulling down a playstyle, I mean, why play that playstyle anymore? You're just locking out part of Zenyatta's kit because, oh, it happens. Lamau, it's not a nerf, about half of his healing. Please play the game before saying stuff like this. And it shows right here how he's wrong, and I'll read all of this. The commenter is wrong in every way. The commenter claims they are not nerfing Zen's healing by half, it's just a perk. Perks are a choice, it's not a nerf. Every part of that is incorrect because it misunderstands what the creator actually said and the global 30% reduction does. Let's break it down clearly and factually. 1. He never claims the creator said Blizzard is nerfing Zen's healing, but the creator actually says 405 to 415. Let's click this. So those orbs now go to 40% each. I mean, if you see that, you'd be like, yeah, that's good. I mean, you are nerfing Zenyatta's healing by about half. Okay, Zenyatta's perk gives 70% healing orbs. The global 30% healing reduction drops them to 40% each. This effectively halves the perk's healing output. He's describing the mathematical effect of the global passive, not a direct Blizzard nerf to Zen's base kit. The creator never says Blizzard nerfed Zen's base healing. Zen's orbs healing per second is being changed. Zen is getting a direct nerf. The commenter is arguing against a claim that was never made. 2. He says it's a perk, so it's not a nerf. This is a misunderstanding of the word nerf. A nerf is any change that reduces effectiveness, regardless of whether it's direct, indirect, global, targeted, optional, perk based. If the global passive cuts the perk's healing by 70% to 40%, that is literally a nerf to the perk's effectiveness. The creator is describing the impact, not claiming Blizzard targeted Zen. 3. He says it's not nerfing his healing by half. This is mathematically false. The creator shows math at 723 to 738. You get 21 healing per second with his perk. Now, if you times that by another 70%, because of the 30% you need to take out for the global 30% healing reduction, that's 14.7 healing per second. 14.7. Think of that. Okay, base orb, 30 healing per second. Perk, 70%, 21 HP per second. Global 30% reduction, 21 times 0.7 equals 14.7 healing per second. That is almost exactly half of the perk's intended value. The commenter is simply wrong on the numbers. 4. He says, please play the game before saying stuff like this. The creator is literally citing exact healing values, doing the math on screen, comparing to Rivals healing, referencing multiple support kits, explaining the impact of global passives. The transcript shows he clearly understands the mechanics. The commentator is reacting emotionally, not factually. 5. He thinks the creator is calling it a direct nerf. The creator is talking about an indirect nerf caused by a global passive, which is a normal and valid use of the term. Example, if a global armor reduction makes Reinhardt weaker, that's still a nerf to Rein's survivability, even if Rein wasn't directly patched. Same logic applies here. Final verdict, the commentator is wrong because he misrepresents what the creator said, he misunderstands what a nerf is, he ignores the math shown in the video, he argues against a claim that wasn't made, he assumes the creator doesn't play the game despite clear evidence otherwise. The transcript makes the creator's point extremely clear, and the commentator simply didn't understand it. And I'll end the video on this. Actually watch the video before saying and commenting stuff as stupid as this. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.